Ms. Warbelow, do you agree with the leaking of the Dobbs opinion?
I do not, but I do want to clarify that is not the first time that a Supreme Court opinion has been leaked, and we don't know who leaked the opinion or for what purpose.
I don't know. I don't pretend to know who leaked it. I'm just asking if you agree with the leak, because someone on the left seemed to agree with that. Ms. Foster, this concerted effort by the left to engage in an effort to intimidate the court, I think, is dangerous, particularly when you have the legislative branch of government, as evidenced by the actions taken by Speaker Pelosi in holding up that legislation, and the lack of efforts to enforce a statute, 18 U.S.C. Section 1507, by the executive branch, the Justice Department. When you have two branches of government looking to be a part of the left's effort to intimidate a separate and equal branch of government, I find that very troubling. And as someone who understands the Constitution and constitutional scholar, give me your thoughts on that.
I certainly agree that it's troubling. The legislation that would protect Supreme Court justices should never be held up. No one should be subjected to violence, whether in their home, at their church, at their ministry, or in the womb. Yeah,
well said, well said. And the idea that we had an assassination attempt on a sitting justice in America, as my colleague, Mr. Johnson, said, the freest, greatest country ever, is just so wrong. But it's driven by, I think, the statements made by Senator Schumer on the steps of the Capitol when he talked about unleashing the whirlwind. We have certainly seen that play out in the last 10 weeks here in our great country, and that's unfortunate, and I hope it changes. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I would yield back.
Gentleman yields back. Mr. Lieu.
Thank you, Chairman Adler. You're going to hear a lot of words from my Republican colleagues today on this committee, and all I have to do is give you one example that is devastating to their statements, and that is this. A 10-year-old girl got raped in Ohio and got pregnant. She could not get an abortion because none of the exceptions in Ohio law would have authorized it. And what did MAGA Republicans do? They smeared her. They said she was lying. In fact, at least one Republican member of this committee publicly tweeted that she lied and then quietly deleted that tweet when, guess what? Her perpetrator was arrested. I call on any MAGA Republican who smeared this little girl to publicly apologize. But the story gets worse than that, because this little girl had to go to Indiana to get an abortion or abortion care. And guess what MAGA Republicans are doing now? They're going after the doctor. That's right, the doctor who helped this little girl. Because the truth is, MAGA and far-right Republicans want government-mandated pregnancies for everyone, including 10-year-old rape victims. That is extreme.